Well, we set up Shechter II many years ago, and the first thing is that this is how I started dancing and how I discovered dance through young companies. You know, I started with a youth dance company of folk dancing. It's always something I was very passionate about, so that people can get a sense, let's put it like you can escape your life through arts. And to give this to young people is something that feels like part of my mission.
My name is Lucy Moylwyn-Hughes. I am the producer for artist development here at Shechter Company, and I help to oversee our Shechter II professional development program, where they join us, learn a piece of repertoire, and then go on a massive tour.
For the Shechter II 2022 auditions, we've asked people to submit a 2-minute video of themselves dancing. It allowed us to see so many people from all over the world. It removed some financial and geographical barriers, and from there we invited a further sort of short list of people to join us for an in-person audition in London.
I'm Alex. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I heard of the company when I was in my second year or third year of college, and had the opportunity to actually see them live in Paris. And I had seen live streams of them perform and was attracted to the movement. But then when I saw them live, there's this visceral feeling that you get that almost makes you question if you're watching dance or not.
The Shechter company in general has quite a reputation among dancers, also audience, but dancers themselves as well. They know the quality of it, they know the standard of it, and just the reputation is good. So I think when you study in school, you already know the company, you're like, wow, this is something you would love to be part of.
For me, it's really because when I look at Gouache's work, it's really on such a human level. I kind of the same as you, like you don't really know if you're looking at dance. It's just, you can connect to it so easily because it's so human and real, and it's just beautiful to see. And I really wanted to experience that myself.
I don't know, for me it was really the first time that I saw persons on stage and not only dancers, and that's why I got really touched by this company, and it really inspired me to I don't know, to also dig deeper into myself and find out who I want to be as a performer and a dancer.
Each time we do Shechter II, like the level of the dancers gets higher and higher, and these guys were just like, it was so mind-blowing, exciting. Some of the auditions were still during COVID, and we auditioned like through Zoom, some of the parts of the auditions, so I was like, will we be able to find, you know, can you see? You know, the answer is yes, you can. But you know, it was just a really exciting year, and mainly I would say, I mean, the work was exciting for me, but the level of the dancers, the characters, their ability, their skill, I was just really amazed, and you know, just took it to another level for me.
Yeah, there is something of the victim, of the miserable, but still you're able to blame, throw blame around. And also, Justine, back, 1 just arrived there in 1 go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Oh, thank you. More press down on the chest, The people that are doing this, I feel like we're not totally finding it, and I think it's just too far up. I think it has to be really close, and again there is something about the little person, the little human. So it's very, very close, much closer. Yeah, it's much closer. It's just a little cut. Yeah. It's much, exactly, it's much less. You kind of measure yourself.
I'm Bruno Guilloret. I'm the Associate Artistic Director of the Shechter Company. And for the juniors, I'm anything they need me to be. I can be the director, sometimes I'm the teacher. I try to create a rapport with them so they feel very comfortable with me, because it's a difficult year, it's very intense for them, and we want them to feel welcome and open about not just the work, but how they feel and how they're going through the year. The dance that we do is very physical. The training in itself is not an aim in itself, but it will help them be better dancer and more able prevent injury and be able to go through the year unscattered.
Yeah, people have been really, really positive in their response, and yeah, that makes us feel good. Like, we're really proud of this piece, you know, and I'm really excited for people to see it. I'm so happy that we're traveling again and that we're, you know, sharing, because that's really been off the cards for so long, you know, and now it feels even
sometimes
more.
It still feels unreal.
Yeah, it feels like even more meaningful
to
be able to share this piece.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like 1 hour show, 5 parts, and you keep falling into different energy. Even though like there is so many repetition of shows, like you keep learning and experiencing new things every time you're on stage. Also different audience, different theater.
It's one piece, but it's diverse, definitely.
Yeah, you keep learning.
I spoke to someone after the show yesterday, and it's really nice, like actually what we also get from seeing the work of Gouache, of seeing people on stage and like feeling like you also want to get on stage and dance with them. A lot of people actually say it also, that when they see the show they have the same feeling also, and especially with those little parts of the rave and where you get into like a trance, like people sitting there also get into that trance with us.
As part of their year with us, Shechter II also get continuing professional development. The first thing they do with us is they start to develop and grow their teaching skills. And that way they can start to learn in a really safe environment how we share our work in workshops and residencies, but also it helps them to discover their own teaching voices. And the second thing we do is that we invite guests to come in and speak to them. I invited a dance scientist to come and work with them to help them understand how their bodies deal with, for example, jet lag and late nights and broken sleep patterns, and how they could start to help themselves to create an environment where they felt they were performing at their best.
For me, it's learning how to be able to tap into different feelings and frequencies and energy in my movements when I'm dancing, and being able to commit to one thing fully and then change, and so just have like as much range and versatility in how I feel when I'm moving and my movement. Because there's one side, there's like the physical aspect, which is like how my body moves. I'm interested in working out like how, you know, what do I need to strengthen, how do I do this better, and on the other hand it's like the mental capability of exploring something. How deep can I go into this movement?
I feel like taking with me so many tools, which is technical and mental, because this work is as charged physically than mentally. So yeah, like as a dancer, I really feel that I'm developing a lot. Also as a performer.
It's true. It's always just like, for me, if I think about what you've learned, you just think of yourself at the start of the year, and now you're like, wow, you changed, just as a person. Also because of a new life, we moved to London. Like personally, you challenge yourself.
I'd say on like an emotional level, challenging, because you have to tap into all these like different forms of expression, while also like maintaining whatever you're saying with your face as much physically with your body as well.
I feel like your body never really sometimes settles, because you're always going from the next place to the other. And some of the places are really incredible, and some of the places are kind of unusual to be dancing in. And sometimes you just don't realise that you've been in so many places in the last week, because you're just kind of going and going and going.
What excites me the most about the Shechter II programme is the opportunity it affords a company like us to be able to take Gouache's work to venues and to audiences that might not have encountered the company before. It was really amazing earlier this year when we had the opportunity of shortening Contemporary Dance 2.0 into a special festival version, which we took to Latitude Festival, Lowlands Festival in the Netherlands, and also as part of a big company-wide takeover of the National Theatre's River Stage.
One aspect of the programme is to allow the dancers time to reflect. So at the start of their contract with us, they will come and do a one-to-one interview where they will talk about their hopes and aspirations for the year ahead. And at that point, they set themselves some personal development targets. And then at the end of their contract, they can reflect back on their year with us. They can give us feedback, which is really important, so that helps us to plan for our next cohorts. But also importantly, it gives them the chance to reflect on their development targets and where they think they've got to with them over the year.
To be honest, it was really great. But well, yeah, I mean, I'm not joking, I had a really good time with you guys and girls. Yeah, like, they work hard, but also, you know, we laugh hard together.
Over the course of the year, the amount that every time we take class, or even just rehearse, have to kind of let go of our mind and our body. And I think now looking back and seeing everybody in the group now and how easily everyone can kind of just fall into movement, either mindless or with a lot of intention or focus. It's definitely a lot different from when we started because it's like, it's more clarity.
I feel like when you first join, you have this idea of what you should be dancing like or should be moving like. And then it just kind of leaves, and then you realize that you keep the same principles, but you're doing something completely different. And then everyone's doing something completely different, which is really nice.
Mim just has so much knowledge and experience, I feel, to share that, like, almost you feel like he has to hold back. I feel like he could teach us endlessly and we could always improve, and yeah, there's just a generosity of what he has to give other dancers, and it really feels like this gift of giving his knowledge to us.
I'm more open in what I could do with my dancing career, let's say, because I just learned how to do anything that I do with a lot of commitment, and I think you can take that anywhere you want.
For now, I just hope for it to continue, you know, in this way. We do it every 2 years. It's how we can make it work. But yeah, just to get more, you know, talented dancers, build that bridge either to our own company or to other companies. For me, that's like, it's just a really great project. So just for it to survive life.